We have the rainwater harvesting system. Rainwater harvesting system. The concept of rooftop rainwater harvesting and its role in crop production have also been dealt with. The rainwater harvesting is a technique of collection and storage of rainwater that turns off a natural or man-made catchments such as watersheds, rooftops, compounds, rocky surfaces, or hill slopes. Rainwater harvesting is of utmost importance to meet ever increasing water needs of different sectors and replenish depleted water resources. Rainwater harvesting can be practiced throughout the world in general and in arid and the semi-arid regions like the India in particular. It provides a feasible solution for water supply in hilly areas where rainwater harvesting is not practiced. The harvested water is stored in village ponds, tanks and small dams, and the percolation ponds have based on the water availability, requirement and utility of water. Rainwater harvesting systems include rooftop rainwater harvesting and surface runoff water for crop production, public health purposes, and recharge of the groundwater aquifers. Rainwater harvesting refers to harvesting of water for meeting domestic needs and recharging depleted groundwater to improve its water storage. Rooftop rainwater harvesting is a specific process of capturing and storing the rain for utilizing the rooftops of residential buildings, industrial and other housing complexes. Through rooftop rainwater harvesting is a very old practice. It has acquired more importance now, in view of ever increasing water needs, rainwater harvesting for crop production aims at timely availability of water for irrigational requirements of crops to enhance crop productivity. The techniques have been developed to judiciously utilize the available water resources by collecting and storing the rainwater, trapping hill and underground springs and water from snow and glacier melt to meet irrigation water requirement and thus increase the crop production may be prestige. Development of various water resources like storage reservoirs, ponds, lakes, irrigation canals, and wells to wells is of utmost importance of ensuring sustainable agriculture. Water is harvested for increasing agricultural production through a number of methods like construction of percolation tanks, village ponds, tanks, small check dams, nala bunds, and watershed management techniques like counterbanding, gully plugging, trench, and terrace farming. The problem of water scarcity could be overcome by proactive role played by the community organizations for development and management of efficient water harvesting structures. This efficient गिल्लू गिल्लू ग्लास या कोरी से यूज करना वो गोल शेप के लिए शेप डालनी है तुझे अच्छी लगती है ट्रस्ट मी for development and management of efficient water harvesting structures. This ancient wisdom of water harvesting for crop production needs to be revived and used with modern scientific knowledge to increase the crop production to meet the demand of ever increasing population of the world. Rainwater harvesting practices may vary widely in size, type of construction material used, and methods of collection and storage. Rainwater harvesting can also be effectively used to recharge the groundwater aquifers for augmentation of groundwater. In the different benefits and advantages of rainwater harvesting. Rainwater collection is the cheapest form of water supply due to its ample and availability. In hilly terrains and coastal areas, construction of water supply schemes is very difficult. Thus, rainwater harvesting is a boon in water scarcity areas and in the areas where groundwater is not fit for consumption by man. The main advantages for the rainwater harvesting are the water is free and cost involved for construction and maintenance is low. It provides safe drinking water supply which does not involve costly treatment and purification process. Water available from the roof is free from bacterial contamination and waterborne diseases. There are no maintenance problems and beneficiaries can maintain them on their own. Electricity need is nil. Rainwater harvesting reduces flow to storm water drains and also reduces the pollution of water bodies and less time is required for implementation. Types of rainwater harvesting system. First is the domestic. Rainwater harvesting is basically the capture, diversion, and storage of rainwater mainly for domestic irrigation and industrial purposes. Two types of rainwater harvesting system can be designed and constructed for collection of rainwater. Domestic. This is also known as rooftop rainwater harvesting as the rainwater is collected from roofs, courtyards, and small catchment platforms and is stored in the storage tanks for each family. Rooftop rainwater harvesting schemes are economically feasible Due to adequate availability of rainwater in most parts of the country during monsoon season, harvested rainwater is the cheapest source of water supply and easier to mobilize household for a family rainwater tank. Rooftop rainwater harvesting schemes are the much easier to construct in mountainous islands, coastal and the saline areas as compared to other schemes. Community larger catchments are used in the rural areas for collection of runoff into village ponds and reservoirs. Community rainwater collection systems are provided for collecting runoff through watershed management techniques or by collection of runoff from the hill slopes by constructing the cross drains from where it is taken to the sump through the pipes. The decision to construct a roof water rainwater harvesting system, community-based rainwater harvester system, or groundwater recharge system depends on the rainfall pattern. A small storage tank for rooftop rainwater harvesting will serve the purpose for humid areas of Shillong, Mizoram, and Kerala, where it generally rains throughout the year, whereas large tanks are required for dry areas of Rajasthan, Delhi, and Gujarat, with rainfall confined to 3 to 4 months of monsoon. The water collected during the monsoon shall be stored and used for water requirements through the year. Then, collection and the storage. The basic steps in rainwater harvesting are the collection and storage, groundwater recharge. The collection of rainwater for water supply involves not only the collection of the rainwater but also its safe storage in reservoir and use. The rooftop rainwater harvesting system consists of the following components, that is the catchment, which is the roof, then diversion like gutters and inflow pipes. Then we have the filtration components for filtration to remove pollutants. Then the storage tanks for storage during periods of insufficient rainfall. Diversion. The rainwater falling on rooftops of houses is diverted towards the storage tank through pipes. Filtration. Rainwater collected from roof is passed through a specially designed filter to intercept impurities like bird dropping, dust, leaves, etc., so that the harvested water from roof is of acceptable quality. Storage. The water collected from rooftop is stored in the storage tanks constructed on the ground or below land surface. The storage tanks are fitted with the suitable devices to take out stored water without polluting air. Then we have the planning and the design. The amount of runoff generated from the total amount of rainwater received over an area depends upon the nature of the catchment or rooftop, intensity of the rainfall, and collection efficiency of the system without significant losses. The maximum amount of water that can be collected and harvested from an area is called the water harvesting potential. Water harvesting potential is equal to rainfall into collection efficiency into rooftop or catchment area. The collection efficiency accounts for the fact that all the rainwater falling over the area cannot be effectively harvested because of evaporation spillage. Factors like runoff coefficient and first flush wastage are taken into account for estimating the collection efficiency. Taking into account the runoff coefficient of about 80% for rooftop area and another 10% losses as a spillage and leakage from the pipes. The volume of harvested or the annual water harvesting capacity can be estimated by using the above formula, which is the water harvesting potential equals to rainfall multiplied by collection efficiency multiplied by rooftop or catchment area. Rainfall is in the millimeter. Yeah.